All right, so we're going to now investigate what electron affinity is and how it responds with changes in electrons across the periodic table. Electron affinity is probably the most challenging to wrap your head around. The definition is simple, but then the numbers get a little crazy. So, electron affinity is the energy when you that is given off, so released, when you absorb an electron. Okay, so if you're thinking about it, some elements will more easily gain electrons and some will not. And what you're going to need to consider is that some of these numbers are going to be negative and some of these numbers are going to be positive. So here's what's going on. When you have an element that really wants to have an electron added, meaning to become negative overall charge, it is going to be high. So if we have a negative charged ion, it will have a high electron affinity. So things like fluorine or chlorine are going to have a very high numeric value. If you have something that wants to be a positive charge or a positive ion, it's going to have a very low electron affinity and can even be negative because it does not want to gain the energy given off is very low. It does not want to gain the electron, so it wants to stay positive. Just keep in mind that this is probably the hardest one to connect, and so you're going to maybe have to come up with some hints and helpers like I've just given you to identify what kind of trend in the periodic table the electron affinity is going to look like.